big tall fella leading the line for Uruguay today. The cross coming over, it was Walter Pelletti who was trying to get in, and the Brazilian who effected the clearance was Ronaldo. Roberto Carlos. Now Zinho here, who plays for Nacional, another of the top Uruguayan teams. So again, this is a very young, inexperienced Uruguayan side. Daniel Sanchez and Eber Moas have won 15 and 17 caps respectively, and only Ostelaza has won more than that.
That wasn't such a friendly tackle by Carlos, was it? I think there that you'll see that Pelletti will get close attention this afternoon.
No, it is a misnomer calling this a friendly international.
Well, certainly that save and that confident catch from the corner will give him confidence.
He kept a blank sheet against Argentina recently, so he's obviously a good performer. And it is important for goalkeepers to get a feel of the ball early on, especially when you've let one in.
Absolutely. Next corner we see Brazil. Look at the way they
lead by a goal to nil. It was Edmundo's goal. This is Roberto Carlos, twice involved. Throw-in taken by Daluz. That's a nice turn. Good little bit of work there by Pelletti. Now the tall figure Ronaldo, 27-year-old, who was in the Libertadores accompanying team of Sao Paulo's. And again, they're knocking the ball around confidently.
Try and pinch the ball, and then they would explode the play and play around them, quicken the pace.
That's what they're trying to do here now. That's been an intelligent break down the left by Roberto Carlos. It's infield to Zinho. There has to be a sweeper these days. Can't really be a shot stopper.
Well, if he sits in, he's going to get back passes, and then he's got to be a good outfield player too, so it's as broad as it's long. He's got to read the game, he's got to be behind that last defender, reading all the time.
And lays it across, and that could have been a dangerous one. It flicked away off the head of the tall Ronaldo. But Guerra looks as though he might be quite a dangerous customer.
Yes, I think he's a player who probably thrive on a service from wide positions, whether Pelletti can get forward or Garcia can make tracks down the left and try and get some balls into the box.
That was Saraleghi's long throw in, and it's going to come back to Saraleghi. Well, if that was a shot, I don't think he'll be too proud of it. I don't think he'll want to talk about that. It's not even going to go for a throw-in. The heel, free kick. Now there's a chance, some good play, and he's got inside the penalty area, Pelletti, and then I think he might have been caught in two minds almost there. He looked to be in quite a good angle to get a shot in. Then he might, just out of the corner of his eye, have seen a colleague approaching, changed his mind. Maybe not.
Since then, although Brazil have had much possession, they haven't really penetrated.
That's right, that really brought the memory back, Gilmar. And mind you, he did have some great players in front of him in those days. I'm not so sure that there are as many great players around now. Brazilian football, man who scored against England at Wembley 2 years ago, and against West Germany in a 3-3 draw. But that merited the caution he got.
And the captain of the side, of course, who pulls the strings.
It's there again. And now Junior, the man we've just been extolling his virtues, and he's played a nice little ball out here too. And now it's laid forward by Zinho, who looks as though he could be useful with that left-footed. Splendid save by Siboldi from the substitute Nielsen. So twice in the last couple of minutes now we've seen better Brazilian movement, and that was lovely work.
Superb move, a brilliant run behind Daluz there, the full-back. There's Nielsen's.
Non-forthcoming. To be fair, the referee's not had many problems in this first half. He's taken two names, but I said earlier, he kept a clean sheet against Argentina recently, and he's been beaten only once today, and not since the third minute. Now here's that man Eduardo, and they were trying to play the close passing game, and it just broke down on the edge of the area, and Uruguay have been able to bring it out, and that's good play. Well done by Moran, and now Pelletti, who plays for Huracan in Argentina, so he's an experienced player and quite gifted too. Walter Pelletti had a spell in Spain with Castellón as well. Uruguay's throw in, and touchline samba. They were in tune, the substitutes. They were both Brazilian. It looked as though we might see Halinha or Vitor soon.
I'll hit the byline in modern day football because defenders force you inside, so sometimes you've got to overload in the wide position and try and get a 2v1 situation. They got it there, but unfortunately for Brazil the cross just wasn't good enough and Sivaldi made a good interception.
Convincingly, so Silas is able to lay it back, and the thumping shot that comes in is high and wide.
Well, that was a good effort there. I think it was from Carlos. Good drive from the edge of the box, just over. There you see, plenty of bodies there, and as the ball comes out, early shot. Not a bad effort, that. Uruguayans retreating, covering all the spaces.
I suppose one very difficult problem for the Brazilian coach, Carlos Alberto Pereira, is that so many of his top players are based in Europe. He virtually can put out two different teams. You know, if the Carecas and the Bebetos were available,